Hello, everybody, and welcome to Evolutionary Business Council's Visibility Palooza. My name is Iman Agay, the president of EBC, and I am super excited about interviewing the amazing Suzee Finley. She is, I like her work is so fascinating, so fascinating. I can't wait to actually have her share the work that she does and also the impact of it on people. Suzee, thank you very much for doing this interview with me. Before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, like in a couple of sentences?
Okay, well, first I want to thank you because you already picked up my energy, and that's what I do. I do energy work, and this your introduction energized me. So I want to thank you already.
Awesome.
You,
I'll give
you
you the
already picked
recording
me
of
up.
the introduction so you can take it with you anytime you don't have
I love
energy.
it. I love it. So I'm just like, you already made my day. So my name is Suzee Finley, and I'm a sound therapist, and I'm known as I'm going to say the tuning fork magician. And it's not because I'm magical, it's because I help people discover the magic in themselves through sound. And what people don't realize, a lot of stuff that's hidden inside of you can easily be accessed through sound. So my main focus is helping people discover sound therapy and its amazing effects and its ease of use because everybody can do it. That's my main goal and mission.
Amazing. So, Suzee, in 2 to 3 words, if you want to name the modality or specialty that you have, it's the sound therapy, right?
Right.
Awesome. Um, I don't know why I want to say this, but I'm just gonna say this. Like that's just way out of character for me, especially like during the interviews. But in a way, I always looked at sound therapy as vibration therapy, like vibration opening therapy, and
Yeah,
it just
actually, it's right. I actually wanted to name my company Good Vibrations. And
okay, that makes
I couldn't because of like the Beach Boys and the song and all the stuff. They said I'm going to have too many things but it is all about vibration because everything in the universe is vibration. And they even, and it was Einstein that said that there isn't even matter. Like matter is vibration, like nothing is solid. So everything is affected by sound and vibration. So yeah, we're affecting your vibration. That's
exactly.
the main thing. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna step out of meddling with your expertise. Okay.
No, I like it. I like it.
Continue.
I like having questions. I like having someone to talk to.
Awesome. So, question. Who do you love working with you? Who do you love working with that loves working with you?
I love working with people that are searching to find what's like hidden inside of them. I was very inspired when I was taking care of my mom. I was a caregiver for like over, I'm gonna say 15 years. And there was a quote made famous by Wayne Dyer, and it was, "Don't die with your music still left inside." And when I heard that quote, I was about 50 years old. I was still taking care of my mom. And I was so haunted by it because not only did I feel like I was going to die with my music inside, I felt like it was already dying inside me. And all the things that I love to do, like I love to sculpt and I love to be out in nature and I love to travel, I was housebound for years taking care of everybody. And I kept thinking about that quote. And I didn't have anyone helping me with my mom. And I kept thinking, I wish I just had some place to go just to be creative, for a little bit, just to escape. And my mission back then was always I wanted to be able to get out and help caregivers because the support groups, I actually got out to one support group and it was so depressing because everybody just sat around and talked about how terrible their lives were. And I wanted the opposite. I wanted to be with people that I could just be creative with. And for that hour, whatever that time was, get that peace back, get that joy back, because that's when you heal. So that was always my main ambition. And then after being a caregiver, I went right into being an entrepreneur. And I realized the entrepreneurs are suffering just as much as the caregivers because we're doing the same thing. Like I went from what they say, the frying pan into the fire. I would, as a caregiver, I was working like 20 hours a day and I didn't get to sleep. My mom was right next to me in a hospital bed and she would keep me up all night long. And then I realized as an entrepreneur, I'm doing the same thing. I'm on the computer around the clock. When I'm on the computer, I'm on the phone. When I'm not on the phone, I'm at my office. And I wasn't enjoying life again. And all the stuff that I had inside, I always loved sculpting. I loved art. I loved jewelry making. I loved doing creative things. And it was all dying. And I keep thinking about that quote. So I love working with people that haven't given themselves that permission to be creative, that keep saying, you know, they put off their happiness. I'll be happy, when. I'll be happy, when the kids graduate or when I get this next big promotion. And we're always working towards something and looking for like outside stuff when everything we need is in here. So I tell people, I call it the play button. I said, everything, that music, it's inside. You just have to hit play. Just hit play. So I'm trying to anchor that in with people. I'm like, this is your play button. We're going to practice this. And that's even another exercise. It was the thymus gland thump. And that actually
Yeah.
gives you energy and does all these things. So that's my main thing. I love working with people that when they finally get to be creative, the joy, it's like being five again. Like if you remember like finger painting and like it's like being with 5-year-olds again, and that brings back the youth. And I just love that excitement and that energy, and that's the biggest joy for me. And yeah, I love working with people like that.
Amazing. Now, I'm going to ask you another question that maybe the answer was hidden in this, and maybe you have another answer for it. But tell us
Okay.
why you're passionate about the work that you do. Is there a story behind your work?
Many, many stories. I got so many stories. I'm trying to think what would be the most appropriate one for this. Because my main things, I just really wanted to get back to creating. And the thing that made me realize that I needed that creativity and community. The other big thing is community. You want to be with people. And when I was taking care of my mom, she had dementia. I was just me all by myself. And one of the worst nights was she had just had this bad day. I hadn't slept in like a week. She was like screaming around the clock. And I felt like I couldn't even complete a thought. Like my main thing was I was always creative. I was always like into writing and creating. And I didn't have peace of mind. And I just remembered it was so bad. I went out on my roof. I actually climbed out my bedroom window and I was sitting on top of the roof and I'm looking up at the stars. And I was always creative and I could always think of a way out. And I used to say, if this was a novel, how could I write myself out of this? How could I get out of this? And I couldn't think of anything. And then I looked up at the stars and I'm like, oh, alien abduction. But this is my only way out. But it made me laugh. And I realized humor is my way out because I have a funny way of seeing things. And I'm like, I'm gonna make a support group and I'm gonna call it the Tinfoil Hat Society. And it's gonna be for all these people that want to be abducted. And I ended up changing the name and ended up becoming the Happiness Hive because I like doing stress relief projects with people and stress relief techniques. So the inspiration was trying to find that humor, trying to get that community of people that have just like had it and they just want that escape. So the escape again is this creativity circle. And one of the exercises, even before we get into the creativity, and this is how I became the Happiness Hive, I do this humming bee exercise. It's called the humming bee breath. And I was doing it with the class online. And I was supposed to do it. I'm going to set my timer for a minute. So I set it for a minute. And I said, you close off your ears and you cover your eyes and you hum. And we were supposed to go for about a minute. And I'm thinking, wow, this is a really long minute. And then like I go like this and I'm peeking. And then everybody's peeking out back at me. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I realized I forgot to set the timer. So we had hummed for 5 minutes, but in that 5 minutes, it was like every bit of stress had melted away. Everybody was giggling. It was like everyone's like, oh my God, I feel high. And the next day, everybody sent me these little bee emojis. And it became the Queen Bee of Happiness and the Happiness Hive. But again, vibration and humming as a community, like the way people meditate together, same thing. It brings up. So it heightened our vibes and everybody was happy. And again, the community. And then we did some art projects after that. I'm like, oh, we're going to like draw, like doodle, whatever you were thinking about while you were humming. Because all these things completely like it restores your mindset. It changes your brainwave frequency. And when you're in that different state, your immune system perks up for 6 hours. Like every time you get into this happy state or you get into a flow state, for 6 hours, your immune system is boosted. And that's why I encourage people I call it a happiness playlist. The same way you have a workout list. Like people have, oh, I have my workout list, I'm going to work out. I say, make believe your life is a movie. And if you were the composer and you're going to do a soundtrack, you're the one that creates the mood being the composer. So pick the songs for how you want your day to go. And that's how your day will go. So if you're picking all happy songs, you're going to have a happy day. When I have to do things like taxes and any type of math stuff that I don't like, everyone laughs. I have to play Rocky because that's challenging to me. I got to do my numbers. So you have to pick according to what you're going to do and everything becomes easier and everything flows.
Absolutely. Does the Happiness Hive still exist?
That still exists. So I changed. I couldn't trademark it. So I trademarked the Happiness Now network because Happiness Hive is taken, but the Happiness Hive is still my networking group, and that's my community. And the app, because I'm doing the app with Action Era. I love
Right.
plug Action Era. I love Action Era. Is the Happiness Now network, and that's going to be a community of all different resources for people that need those escapes. So I want to have artists in there that can do art classes, Reiki masters, grief counselors, anything that you're looking for to keep that mindset. Because happiness is a practice. One of the things I love telling people, we always hear Thomas Jefferson, like we hear that quote growing up, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I love trivia. And I learned that when he said the pursuit of happiness, the word pursuit back then didn't mean to hunt it down and chase after it. It actually meant the practice of happiness. So happiness is actually a practice. So I love telling people we have to practice that. And again, as a community, it's easier.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Oh, that's amazing. So, um, can you give us an exercise that kind of a little bit showcases the way that your work looks like how it works?
Do you want to do the humming one? It's still my favorite. It looks silly, but it's still my favorite exercise.
Yeah, I mean, we have a few minutes, but yeah, absolutely. Like within a few
Okay.
minutes.
And I'm going to say we're going to do 5 rounds of it because if I accidentally forget my time, I will end up humming for 5 minutes. So what you do, we're going to close off, you take your thumbs, you're going to close off your ears like that. So
Okay.
you're not actually sticking your fingers in your ears, you're just hitting the flap and going like that.
Right.
You're closing off your ears.
Right.
And you're going to cover your eyes.
Okay.
And you're just going to inhale for a count of 5.
Wait,
And then,
if I'm not hearing you, how do I hear what you're saying?
oh, you can hear me.
Okay. So okay, because I was holding it too tight and I
Oh,
was
you're
like,
doing it really tight. Oh, then you really couldn't
yeah,
hear?
yeah. Then I
Can
was
you hear
like,
me? Can you hear me?
maybe I'm doing it wrong. Okay.
Oh, then you're then you have really strong fingers. No, because I can still hear. Okay, so you're gonna close off. It's just to kind of like really get the vibration going in the head. So you're gonna close off the ears. So you're gonna close off your eyes, and you're gonna inhale for a count of 5. And on the exhale, you're just gonna hum. And we're gonna do this for 5 minutes, and just get lost in the sound. Don't worry about anything being perfect. You can picture it just going around in your head, and then I'll tell you all the benefits of it when we're done. Okay, so we're gonna inhale for a count of 5. And on the exhale, it's just gonna hum. You can inhale again for a count of 5. And hum it out. Inhale again. This one. And we're good. And the reason that, okay, you can open your eyes now. You really can hear. So the reason this is my favorite exercise is because it's the easiest thing to do. And what it does, it creates nitric oxide, and nitric oxide is a vasodilator, and it lowers your blood pressure because it opens up your veins and your arteries, and it prevents heart attacks and strokes because, like I said, it's opening everything up. And it's actually antiviral and antibacterial when you create your own nitric oxide. So
Interesting.
this is the best thing to do, especially everyone's worried about getting, flus and stuff. Hum every day. I tell you, it's even better than that apple. And and you can do it no matter where you are. Like you could be humming in the car, like going to work, no matter where, hum in the shower, no matter where you are humming. And it boosts your immune system. It, like I said, lowers your blood pressure, changes your brainwave state. It gets you out of fight and flight. So this is a vagal nerve exercise. So it puts you in that rest and digest mode. So I tell people too, like a lot of people, um, I have a lot of clients always interested in losing weight. And I'm like, I know you want some like secret, like magical thing, but the best thing you can do if you really want to lose weight is either hum or take 4 deep breaths before you eat, because it's all about being in rest and digest mode. So many people now are so stressed. They're actually eating like, I see people eating like driving to work, or they're eating and they're on the computer, they're like this, and you're not digesting your food because you're eating in a stress mode. So this is
Right.
something you should do even before you eat, you know. And it's good working with little kids. If you have like say 3 little kids, you can get them to make a little humming circle before they go to bed, and they'll go to
Mhm.
sleep like that because it calms down their whole nervous system. So it's my favorite thing because everybody can do it. I tell everybody too, you're born with everything you need. That's why I love sound therapy. You don't need equipment. Everything is here, you know.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And oh my God. Okay. I actually want to ask you so many more questions, but we're running out of time. So I gotta be mindful of that. And I hope that I can actually get to interview you one more time, like somewhere else, and we continue this conversation. But how can people find you and find more information about the vibration therapy? Sorry, sound therapy.
Okay, thank you. I have my website is Acoustic Therapeutics, and therapeutics is spelled IX. I always tell everybody X for extra fun. So it's
Mhm.
acoustictherapeutics.com. And I have my podcast is on the Win-Win Women Network, and that's called the Happiness Now Network. And it's
Okay.
on the Win-Win Women Network. So those are the two
Okay.
best ways.
Awesome. 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 Perfect. 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 So I have one last question for you. If you were speaking with a colleague who is a transformational leader, how would you tell them about Evolutionary Business Council and why they should be a part of it?
Oh, that's easy. I love you guys because when I was first there, I'm like, I found a place where I fit in. It's like everybody in this group is magical and everybody has their own specialty. And I learned so much because it's such a unique group of people and everybody is an expert in their field. So it's this amazing resource of gifted people that you completely connect with. Like I feel like when I met everybody, like I was friends with them like already, like I knew them. So it's like coming home. It's like you join this group and you just feel like I feel like I belong here and like I've always known these people. And it's the wealth of knowledge too. Like I just feel like I learned so much and you grow so much from the people that you meet. And yeah, it's just it's a special and unique group, and I'm really honored to be in. Like I was really honored when you asked me. I'm like, oh my God. And you, like, because that's how I feel about you. Like I tell everybody, oh my God, you got to meet him on. He's amazing. So you're just this. I don't want to sound snobby, but you're like this really high level human beings, you know. And it's just really cool. Like it just you're all amazing. So I want to thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, I mean, you're an EBC member, so we all like
Yeah,
transformational leaders
I feel
getting
like so
together.
honored. I feel very honored.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. It's amazing to have you also as part of the community and also learn more about what you do and seeing the impact that you're creating in the world and all of that. So thank you very much, Suzee, for who you are, for the work that you do, and I look forward to seeing you at another summit, event, conference somewhere pretty soon.
Yay, thank you. And thank you so much again. It's always great seeing you. So I'm super excited to have this time with you. So thank you. And thank you for creating the whole EBC. And I know that like you jumped in there and saved it. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't create it, but
I know
like we
you
kept it
came in and
going.
like I know like they actually asked you, they said, please take it over. And you're the perfect person. So I see why they requested that. So good choice. And I'm so happy again and grateful. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very
I send
much.
you a big kiss.
You should take care. Bye.